I so switching gears a little bit, what one of the things that comes up for us as broadcasters is that we're necessarily contractors, right? We're working under contract to on any platform. What are the differences between streaming alone, streaming full time, streaming by itself as your career versus working elsewhere in the industry, maybe doing both at the same time? I'm thinking of things like like insurance benefits, things like that. What other opportunities exist? What are the things that would, in that regard, draw somebody into the industry seeking more stuff? What is that more stuff situation?
I mean, the reason I kind of took a step into the industry was because having a consistent like steady income, I was scared of like if I was just full-time streaming and I didn't make enough, like how I'm gonna pay bills. But also like I have felt that I'm not gonna stream forever. I don't think I'm gonna be 50 years old and still streaming. Sorry guys if you thought
What?
that. Sorry. But I wanted to like I wanted to get my foot in the door before like it like started to explode, like streaming was exploding and people were trying to get in the industry because these jobs are going fast and they're coming very quickly, but they're going pretty fast. But yeah, the steady income I wanted, and then I wanted to learn. I've always wanted to work in the gaming industry since I was like in 8th grade. Like I always wanted to work for Nintendo for some reason. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just like I was like I want to work for Nintendo, and just like being able to like grow in within a company and not just by myself streaming. That's yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's I kind of felt like streaming was kind of something that benefited me. And because it's an industry I love, even if I'm helping indie devs or whatever, I want it to be more of a direct contributor to the industry. So working for the industry as opposed to the industry working for me. It's kind of a different
Mm.
perspective. And of course, like just like Brendan, like I wanted to work for Nintendo. I wanted to like hell my dream job for like most of my adult life was to work at EB Games or GameStop for you Americans out there. I just wanted to just talk
Thank you.
about video games and sell video games all day long until I
Mm.
realized that they paid you in peanuts, so I couldn't do that. So for me, it's different from Brandon because I live in Canada. I work for an American company, so I'm still technically contractor. I don't get any benefits or anything like that. That's just kind of
Mm.
built into my salary. So
Mhm.
we kind of negotiate in that way, and what I get paid also covers what I personally pay individually for health benefits and things like that.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
all of that's taken into account. But the benefits, one huge one is like this is actually what I'm wearing, like underneath.
Oh yeah.
This is like my house robe because my commute is like 8 seconds to
Oh,
my
yeah, I
work
just
desk.
talking about that.
There's I mean, that's not for everybody and not everyone
Yeah.
gets to work from home. But
Right.
like I said, like being fully entrenched in the industry that I love was huge. I also worked in public sector before in government. I came from private. I came from a competitive professional background, and being in the public sector where the guy who's like I don't know, dicking off in the corner and falling asleep every 10 minutes is getting paid the same amount as me.
Yeah. Wow.
That wasn't for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to government. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I want to be excited again for who I work for and what I do. And this is my opportunity to give back the skills that I learned from streaming. And all the other opportunities I got through streaming, hosting, traveling and representing companies, staffing booths, hosting charity events, going to places like St. Jude to organize
Mhm.
other streamers. And like there's just so many opportunities that you get from streaming. If
Mhm.
you keep your eyes open and you work really hard for it, it will open doors to things that you never knew existed. I had no idea my
Oh
position
yeah.
right now existed
Yeah.
until the day I was offered the position.
Huh.
Yeah. Like
Uh,
I'll. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna move it just one step in a different direction.
Oh,
So go
okay.
on.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, yeah, if I didn't stream at all, there'd be no way I would be in this position right now. I'd probably still be working at retail at this point.
Yeah.
But it definitely opened up so many doors for me and getting to use my skills in ways that was not like a typical job would do. Like, hosting and all that kind of stuff for production, audio production. But as streamers, we all do that as well.
That's
So
true.
yeah, we all do that kind of
Does
stuff.
that get you more invested then?
Yeah. Oh, say again?
Does that get you more invested in the job because you're getting to use those
Oh
skills?
yeah, yeah, like yeah. It feels great to like put all these things I've been learning on YouTube to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so like in addition to that, I guess that one thing that I've heard from my friends who have made the transition is how relieved they are that they have a secure paycheck. And that's what I think
Yes.
streamers, where that can roller coaster repeatedly throughout the year, whereas going and working somewhere else in the industry outside of streaming exclusively, you have an anchored paycheck. Something about that it's salaried, or something about that is fixed and determined, and you can rely on that. I imagine that that's a big relief for a lot of people.
Yeah, if you're coming from full-time streaming, then yes, that's a huge relief. I didn't come from full-time streaming. I did have the reliable paycheck already. I had my pension and all that. So like my security was really already taken care of. Like I said, like the excitement, being excited about a job, being excited about something that you've been looking forward to all your entire life was a huge drive for me. I forget what you said. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
go ahead.
But no, like having definitely a steady paycheck has been nice, because I did full-time stream for 3 months like 2 years ago, and it was like the worst. I hated it. And like I give props to anybody who does it full-time. It was just the fact that like I was streaming because I felt like I had to make the money, and I hated that. So that's why I ended up, yeah, it killed my passion for a while. And so that's why like there was a point where I decided that I wanted to go back. I'll just go to retail just to make money for now until I figure out what I need to do. And then luckily I kind of fell into like the other jobs I had to get to XSplit eventually. But it is nice to like wake up and, well, just go in my room and start work, but being able to say I love my job instead of like waking up being like, I hate it, I don't want to go into work today, like I don't want to deal with people yelling at me and stuff. So it's been a great 2 years, I would say.
I want to like definitely like highlight what Brandon said. There's like, if I love something, I don't want to do it mandatorily. Like, I love streaming. I don't want to do it full time. I've never wanted to stream full time. And even the times that I entertained it, I was like, I have to be my own campaign manager. I have to be my own HR. I have to be my own like payroll and finance and like there's so much shit that entrepreneurship requires, and not just entrepreneurship with one person. You are the only And I was like, while I love streaming and I love the gaming industry, I hate everything else around it. All the admin. So the combination of a steady paycheck of working in the gaming industry and having someone else take care of all that shit, but still doing what you love, like huge. Like, it is the dream.
That's why I always think it's funny when people say like, it's so easy to be a streamer. I'm like, no, there's so much involved. It's not just like turn on a video game. That's